Confessions of a Disgruntled Spy by Slobodan Radojev. Mitric Chapter 7. A rude awakening. The waiter brought me a cup of coffee. Drinking it slowly, I secretively glanced at Paja. He seemed very anxious. I suspected his anxiousness was just an act. Since starting to work as a spy, I had completely changed my attitude. I suspected everyone and hated everybody a little. I trusted nobody and thought that everybody lied. I only believed Myko. Myko was a legend to me, or better said, my god, a devil to whom I had sold my soul. My boss was arrested today. Here, read this, Paja said. He handed me a newspaper with an article describing how a police official named Mitric hit a pedestrian with his car on the highway from Belgrade to Novi Sad near Fruška Gora, and how he left the scene of the accident. An accidental passerby remembered the license plate of the car and Mitric was arrested. What a bastard! A policeman killing a pedestrian and then driving away. I said angrily, Zoran, he's not a bastard. He's a good man. But still, it happened and can cause us a lot of trouble now. Paja said in serious and dejected tone of voice. What's our connection with the case? We have a lot to do with this case, because I told you. Mitric is my boss. Whose boss? My boss. He was supposed to become your boss soon. I arranged everything for us to meet him together upon our return from Romania, and now look what has happened. Paja, I don't understand you at all. Please try to be clearer and explain to me what is happening here. I told you in Romania that once back in Belgrade I would explain who I am. I am not the criminal that you, and all those bastards you met, consider me to be. I'm a policeman, Paja said, looking at me with his blue eyes shining in some strange way. You, a policeman? What's the matter with you today, Paja? Have you gone completely mad? I'm completely sane, Paja said seriously. I'm a policeman and not the smuggler you had the occasion to meet. I'm a police officer with the Secret Service called UDBA. I already fancied how Myko would smile sweetly upon me telling him what this smuggler was fantasizing about. Yes, I'm an UDBA official. I would never confess this to you if I hadn't realized that you can help us. I noticed that Milan Zuban believes strongly in you, because you seemed naive. Before I asked you to come with me to Romania, I informed myself about you. I discovered everything about you and your family, and then, with the permission of my boss, started working with you. I do this kind of work to give immigrants in Romania the impression that I am a smuggler so that they won't suspect me. My boss, to whom I report, is from Zaranjani. His name is Gukevich Obrad. I will introduce you to him this week. And the other one, who was arrested today, is my district boss. We still don't know who our new boss will be. I will take you to my office today. To the police station? I asked curiously. No, I work for a wholesale company dealing in cereals, but that is only a front. It is in fact the office of the Secret Service. Come and see where I work. Paja's Secret Service bureau was no more than 100 meters away from Café Domovina. The building was not much different from the others in the surrounding area. A few pensioners lived on the ground floor. I barely noticed a glass partition on the first floor with the inscription ZITOPROMET Sarajevo, business office in Belgrade. We entered the big premises of ZITOPROMET, where we were welcomed by an attractive brunette. Paja introduced me as his relative. There was a sign on the door with the inscription, Paja Zelenkovic, engineer. Everything was very confusing and beyond my understanding. Different thoughts popped into my mind. I couldn't figure out whether this was true or whether Paja was lying. Was this really a Secret Service bureau at the bureau of some foreign Secret Service? I was afraid. How would this end? Paja introduced me to a man as his boss. A thought flashed through my mind. Paja has a lot of bosses. Miso, said the short man, who was about 40 years of age. After a short pause, he added that his surname was Vukoye. Paja winked at me in such a way that Vukoye didn't notice. I understood Paja's intention and I didn't show that I was interested in the surname Vukoye. When we were alone again, Paja praised me. Because had I understood his sign to keep quiet and did not show that I knew Vidoye's brother in Bucharest, about whom his family knew nothing since his escape from Yugoslavia. He added that when meeting Vidoye again in Romania, I had to be careful not to show that I knew his brother in Belgrade. We stayed about half an hour in Paja's office and agreed to meet again the next day at about 10 o'clock in the evening. As soon as I parted from Paja, I took a taxi to Maiko's house and informed him about what Paja had told me and about the place we had visited. To my great surprise, Maiko told me, "It's all true, Zoran. Everything that Paja Zelinovich told you is true, and now you need to be much more cautious. You are now in the middle of a big game. You can help us a lot, and I'm pleased. Because everything is going exactly as it should. I have completed my assignment. We're not going to see each other often from now on. I've been assigned another task. You will soon be asked for an interview with comrades in Zrenjanin and Novi Sad. I gave them the best of recommendations, ones you can only dream about. You'll see that these comrades with whom you will work are very good and honest people. I believe you won't make a fool of yourself. Maiko, why didn't you tell me before that Paja is one of us? How can I look him in the eyes now that he knows I was spying on him? Don't worry about that, Zoran. Paja is a good man. He told us the most wonderful things about you. You should have met that comrade from the district, but that hit-and-run accident occurred. This week you will be called to go to Zrenjanin. It is a matter as the greatest importance and mustn't be delayed. Uncle Maiko, I don't know what to say. You made a complete fool out of me. I don't know who is who in this game. My dear Zoran. That's the way it is in our spying profession. You will soon get used to it. The work of a spy is very difficult, but men like us prefer this line of work. I don't know what I would do if I had to stop working for the Secret Service someday. My life would probably be without any purpose at all. Maiko related a lot about his life and career in the Secret Service to me that day. I couldn't concentrate and hardly listened. Something was bothering me. I felt like crying and tried to get rid of the nightmare inside me. The thing that bothered me most was the fact that I would not be able to meet Maiko anymore, for I loved him very much. I lost someone whom I loved since embarking on this road full of ambiguities. Maiko was dear to me. Sometimes I hated him, but always considered him a friend I could rely on. I was so sad that I couldn't say a word. For a moment, I felt utterly lost and abandoned. Although I was delighted with the work as a Secret Service agent, I felt at the very beginning that this job was repulsive. But I was already drowned in deceit and there was no turning back. The sudden and unexpected parting with Maiko and the loss of his support frightened me for a while. But it stirred the belief in my own self and I soon felt enormous strength. I admired myself for becoming more and more independent in this work and for getting the opportunity to fulfill the dream of my youth to become a famous spy. I already imagined myself as the most famous of spies, admired by everybody, a hero bravely eliminating some of the most dangerous enemies of our people, who were plotting against Yugoslavia from abroad. Full of dreams about my future success and great fame, I set off bravely and recklessly on this slippery and dangerous path of a Secret Service agent, without suspecting that this deceitful path would quickly lead to a total breakdown of all the dreams of my youth, into a ghastly and endless life tragedy. *****.